we are on the draw here. And doesn't look like too bad of a hand here. We're gonna try this out. It's a little scary, but I think we kinda gotta keep it. Green Sun. Alright, so this is probably Cradle control. So we are going to lead off here with a turn 1 Green Sun Zenith. Get ourselves an Elvish Reclaimer, pass the turn. Cards we don't want to see right now. Snuff Out, Gaia's Cradle, alright, this is great, because now we can get Tabernacle. We lost our Reclaimer, but we can still get Tabernacle here, so that's good. We're still a little bit behind here, but we'll see what we can do here. The other option would be, well, we don't really have the option to slow play here. We don't have another card to get us the Dark Depths combo. So now we're really in top deck mode, and this is why that wasn't a great hand to keep. Having a single Elvish Reclaimer as our main game plan with no real other backup other than a crop rotation. Not the best. Hopefully they don't find a Gaia's Cradle and we get a couple more turns here to develop our mana, and we're not going to play out our Elvish Spirit Guide here because it can help us ramp into something later. What do we want to see here? We want to see Expedition map. If we were running the One Ring, that would be good. Still not running that today. Not the best draw again. Tabernacle is really good in situations like this. If we didn't have Tabernacle, we would absolutely be losing this match, or this game. But we do have a chance still. We just need to draw into some relevant cards here. They probably found another land. Interesting choice. Not the right post. Not the post we want to see. So good draws here could be Green Sun Zenith, Primeval Titan are the best draws for us next turn, because both of them would allow us a prime time. since we have Spirit Guide and Hammermire. Alright, Reclaimer beats. Pithing Needle, I think. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not what we want really, but that's what we got. At least it does something. But we really need to draw into something more relevant relatively soon, or these Reclaimers are just gonna run away with the game here pretty quickly. It's a 3-turn clock, and now it's a 2-turn clock. Fiend Artisan will be the next one we name here. Horrible top decks. Alright, we get one more turn to draw into something we need. And there it is. So now we're in it. But what do we get here? So we need to get something relevant that will potentially keep us alive even if we lose the Primeval Titan. So that tells me we need Glacial Chasm. On the other hand, we could use a Cloudpost. So I think we get rid of, let's see, no, we get a Glacial Chasm and Cloudpost, and that gives us next turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So that's the play. Gonna sacrifice a forest. We didn't account for the Titan though, so let's double count this mana. Next turn we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including the Elvish Spirit Guide would be 10. So the other option would be to hope they don't have Snuff Out and swing with Titan. If we draw a land, we can do both. So we could wait a turn and see, because we get 2 draws basically here. Potentially. Alright, so that's gonna go in the stack. Yes, we're gonna pay. And yes, we're gonna pay. If we draw a land here, we are in good shape. Or an Elvish Spirit Guide. That'll do it. 8, 9, 10. Alright, now what do we get rid of here? I think we get rid of Do we get 2 reclaimers or 2 land? I think Bayou it's not a bad idea here. Because they're already taxing their land so much. They can hold on to their reclaimers, but they don't really do a whole lot. Whew, we had no business winning that one. Alright, so let's bring in Dismember. Bring in Veil of Summer. Take out Expedition Map. And what else can we cut? Not a whole lot. This isn't a match where we really need the acceleration too much, so we can actually take out the Elvish Spirit Guides. We don't have to play around days. What's up? Come on up. Oh, hello, furry animal.
We got a Home Depot.
Oh, okay, cool.
We got Jet.
What happened?
There was a 15% off offer.
Uh-huh.
Or a free 2 for $99.
Uh-huh.
They used the 15% off.
Oh, shit.
We saved $64. So
$99 too. Oh, yeah. Gotta go straighten that out. Definitely. Yeah, sure, man. All right. So, this is not a good hand. It's a funny hand. This looks pretty good. Put back a Bojuka Bog here. Let's do it. Not an ideal turn 1 play from our opponent. And not an ideal once upon a time from us. Would have been a lot nicer to get another land. Putting back that Bojuka Bog was... Maybe we could have just kept it. It's just not one of our better lands. It comes into play tapped, but it doesn't really do anything in this matchup particularly. And we are a little bit screwed here, but actually we are pretty safe now. That Tabernacle is putting in loads of work in this matchup, especially if they don't find a guy's Cradle. Alright, now they do have some mana to play with here. Quite a bit of mana to play with here. National Order? Nope. Alright, that is a good card. Next turn. So we're pretty much screwed here. But what we can do is one, we're gonna just go ahead and do that. Pass the turn. We want to draw a Dismember, Gaea's Cradle, Dark Depths would all be good. Good draws. Yeah, but Maya would be a good draw. Alright, our opponent's smart. They're not attacking with opposition agent here. Uh-oh. Natural Order. That's probably going to be a good game here. Let's see what they get and what they put into their hand. They got a Thoughtseize. So they took a land, an ignoble hierarch, a Thoughtseize, and a Force of Vigor. And once again, they're wise. We're not going to scoop here because we still have outs. Our best draw here is going to be Dismember. We don't want any of that stuff back in their graveyard. And we're not going to target. And we're just going to pass the turn here. So earlier when they searched with Fiend Artisan, it's possible or improbable that I should have searched in response to it. I didn't know that they were going to get Opposition Agent. Still don't have a ton of experience playing against this deck, but I think now that I look back on it, it seems fairly obvious. Alright. One more draw, perhaps. Possibly not even. But let's see what our opponent does. Do they have a second Opposition Agent? Getting information here is pretty huge here, potentially. Not sure what the holdup is here. We're not gonna pay. We should have just blocked. In any case, we just have like one more draw here, so that's it. So maybe a couple more endurance here as surprise blockers. It's a way to potentially get them. And we'll go for another one of these. Oof, this is a ugly hand there. This is also an ugly hand. We're on the play. We need a green source, and then we need to draw into more land. It's not the worst, but it's very slow. I think we can do better. We can do better on 5. Alright, not the best, but it's what we got. So we'll put back a needle and a needle and crop rotation or a claimer or endurance. I think we put back endurance here. And then play a needle named Fiend Artisan. And say go. A second needle would have been nice for that, but here we are. Green source. No, that was not green source. Probably got a little greedy with our mulligans. I feel like the London mulligan does that sometimes. Thespian stage. Oh, that's a terrible draw. We really need green mana to be able to play this game, and we also need lands. If our opponent doesn't have an opposition agent, we're going to search out for Yavimaya Cradle of Growth next turn. They could also have Force of Vigor, which they can't cast, and we can respond to if they cast it in our turn. But if they drop a land, then of course they can cast it. They're leaving up. Alright, so no opposition agent mana. That's great for us. They're not a Dark Ritual deck, so... But next turn, they can absolutely get opposition agent. No, they're going to find Guy's Cradle at the end of their turn. And then they're going to get opposition agent, which leaves us with a lot of dead cards. Alright, that's great. We probably will search up Dark Depths here if they activate. Fiend Artisan. we sacrifice here? I think basic forest. And here they're going to get Oppo Agent because they know it hoses us. We need to besiege you. 3, 4, 5 mana. Next turn we can drop Titan. At least 6/6. We got protection from Thoughtseize. And we can fake endurance. Endurance would be a blowout if we had it, if they attack with anything. Because we hit their yard, and that turns Elvish Reclaimer into a 1/2. I actually got by that. Versus Lambs the other turn. I mean the other day. Smart. And we'll not search. And hopefully they don't have a snuff out. If they do, we have Veil of Summer. And that draws us a card as well. Traxa? No, they don't have enough mana for a Traxa. I wonder why they're not finding Gaia's Cradle and finding a Traxa. Alright. That's still... They have to target one of their own creatures now. They didn't realize I get hexproof until end of turn. So what are they going to give up? Either they're going to give up Reclaimer, their own Grist, Opposition Agent. I would say they're probably going to get rid of their own Reclaimer. It's an unfortunate misplay. If we can top deck a Dismember here, we are really cooking. Not what we wanted to see, but we are going to swing in here. And nope, we do not want to use Top Primeval Titan's ability. Thank goodness that's a May. And I think we still don't f6 here because we can still represent endurance. Do they have a second grist? And are they willing to sacrifice either find artisan or see they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available. So they can't get Atraxa here. I'm not sure why our opponent wasn't finding Guy's Cradle with Elvish Reclaimer earlier. And I'm also not sure what our opponent's going to find here. Possibly a... Possibly another Guy's Cradle, but maybe... Oh, okay. Layer of the Hydra. Kind of makes sense, but also... Okay, so they have a tapped creature. Interesting play. They wanted something to be able to sacrifice. Okay. So they can 4, 5, 6. They can absorb all 6 of the damage we're gonna hit them with next turn. But that leaves us a real tasty play. No, we're not gonna search. They need to block. And then we really start to get cooking. Second main phase here. We're gonna go 4, 5. Well, we can tap these and let's see, how do we want to do this? We get back our mana for Thespian Stage. So this is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we might as well. But let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we do it this way, then we still have mana open for Veil of Summer. We're gonna get we'll get Glimmer Post and Caracas here. No, we're gonna get Eye of Ugin and Caracas here. If they somehow get Atraxa, then we can tap out next turn. And alright, they got a Fiend Artisan. So they're basically playing to live now here. But we don't really care if our Primeval Titan is lost because all we want to do is get that triggered ability. So here we're gonna swing. Gonna get double Glimmer. We're gonna yield to that ability here. Yeah, we're gonna lose our guy. But that's not too important. C5. And I think we're gonna do it like this. Alright. So we will pay with 1, 2. Oh, and we have a needle on the same stage. Never mind here. Alright, so what we're going to do is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We don't have enough mana here, so I think what we can still do here is we're going to search for another prime time. That's going to trigger. We're going to get Tabernacle and another Cloudpost. And then we will name Fiend Artisan with our Pithing Needle. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite enough mana to search at the end of our opponent's turn. We could have dropped Glacial Chasm there, but I don't think there's any hasty things our opponent can do. Alright, I'll take 12. Do I even need to take 12? Yeah. I'll pay. I don't know if there's a card in the game that can save our opponent here, but let's see. Maybe they're just running out the clock now. Or they're thinking maybe I'll misclick. So we're going to get Glimmer, Glimmer. That should do it.